Hey there folks, welcome to Tradepicks. We have a new video today, Chop Thursday. We made $3 on a rocky market today. We expected a lot more after the Nvidia earnings. Remember I said Tuesday I was going to buy an option, I failed. So, well, it's too chicken. But today we jumped back in to stay in the groove, and more importantly, we didn't lose. We came out with a small win, and remember, in the market, losing is part of participation. It's your ticket into the market. So get professional advice, make sure you train on the simulator, and do not go near real life investing unless you're ready to lose money. So our P&L today, we were up about $1.30, then we lost 3, and then we made some money back. 11 trades, all on SGBX, which I had thought not to trade, but we did with small size, and then we moved up. Our efficiency today was 54%. Our winners were 235 average, and we only have one losing day for the month, and we're up $57 for the month. So we got started late today. I was hoping to go live, but I got on right after the market had opened. We tried MNDR, which was also moving up for a small scalp, but Schwab did not have any shares, so we couldn't trade it. And we didn't like AUID, we didn't like INM, CYPH, we liked nothing at all. And SGBX looked like it was the only one moving at all. The market from yesterday after earnings looked a lot better. If you like our videos, like and subscribe so you can get more. I know this week we only came on so far, Tuesday and Thursday. The other days is just not worth trading. Yesterday, I was sure that wasn't worth trading. So we jumped into on this trade, and we're only going in with 5 shares. We're doing it slowly. We're not going to go overboard. And the reason here, even though down at the 0 lag and the 1 minute there in the middle, you can see that I drew a line, and certainly our histogram is way above that line, but it's a little high, so we decided to get out quick. And we were trying a very small template, 5 cents up and 2 cents down, and looks like Schwab didn't like it. It kept rejecting. So I got a message that says your order has been rejected, but then it would fill me, which makes no sense at all. I don't understand what, I guess the spread wasn't large enough. So that is out. So, and as you'll see later, on the final trade, I finally removed the template and I go single order, and I take my chances based on what I see. And I had looked in a couple of chats, and they said that SGBX was a Reddit pump. So they had no news. I think it had news. I thought I saw news 2 days ago, but in the evening. I thought it was Tuesday evening that I checked it. I thought it had some small news, but I wasn't sure. And like I said, today I did not feel prepared at all. I actually felt rusty. I haven't been on every day. I was on Tuesday. I didn't go on Wednesday, and now I get Thursday, and I woke up a little late, and I feel a little rusty. So, and I was thinking today, I said, it's not important, but it is important. Even if you come out and you take a small trade, even if you lose, make it a small loss. But it is good to stay with the market. I have said that in prior videos. And I'm not following my own advice simply because the market is not there. The market is pretty bearish right now, so we're going to have to continue to monitor the situation. Tomorrow, I expect it to be a bad day as well. A lot less volume. It will surprise me if we get more liquidity into the market, but I'm not expecting much. I'll try to get on just for a few. Because it is important. So we continue to watch, and watch MNDR continue to move up. I think it was below 250 and now it's at 264. I think it hit 270. So we were hoping for a 10-cent scalp there, but that didn't pan out. So we'll continue to watch SGBX. It went up to $8.19, and I thought I was done. And but I think for lack of anything else being traded, there was, traders had to go in and try to push a short squeeze out of it. However, we're not in a bullish market, so we couldn't expect to see great things. There was a nice push there from right above 7, below 725, all the way to 805. And if you caught that, grats to you, because that was a great move. I wasn't ready for it. And here's another little tiny move. We had our trend reversals start hitting us, telling us it's bearish and it's going to go to the downside, and then it goes away. But we're still skeptic here. And if you notice up there, I've got a line up at 827 or so, and it's respecting that resistance. You get 2 red bars up there, even though it's got a nice, it's a 45, 50 degree angle, but it looks like it wants to churn down, wants to curl down. And sure enough, we see the MACDs down at the bottom start to curl down. So that tells us to stay away. But it was holding. That's the interesting thing. And our histogram there is holding down at the bottom. You see that purplish color there starts to go low, but it stays up until that bar. So I think this is where I see a play on this bar, and I think I jump in, or maybe not. I expect next week with Thanksgiving and the holiday that things will be a lot slower. So I think that November is shot. I think all we can do is look towards December, and December has a whole bunch more holidays, and we got the Fed meeting coming up on the 10th of December. It looks like we're not going to get October jobs reports, so they're not going to tell us how bad things are. And so we're going to continue in this market, I think, for the rest of the year. I don't expect to see a bullish market at all. January will probably be slow as well. And the only thing I would expect would be NVIDIA to continue to move up, but not in the immediate term, not until next year, first quarter, late first quarter. And by move up, I mean, $10, $12 like it did a couple of days ago. Once people come back out of the holidays and the new year. So it's 6:52 Pacific, and it looks like it's selling down, so we ignore it. But 4 minutes later, starts to pick up and picks itself back up, and the histogram now is picking up. And we see there, MACD has a little dot there flashing green, but it doesn't go. And there's a lot of indecision right here. And the only thing that kept me from jumping in right here were down at the bottom, the MACD pivot down at the bottom has 2 red bars there. They're not light pink, they're red. But here it starts to pick up and it jumps over, and our histogram volume grows. It didn't take our order, We got to cancel, and we start buying market, using buy market because the only way we'll get filled. We weren't getting filled on the bid, and we didn't get filled there either. And we increased our size up to 10 shares because now we see a little bit of momentum here, and we see a little bit of strength. And that's one of the things that you have to adjust. If you see a stock and it looks weak, and all of a sudden you see that it starts building strength, then, you got to adjust. But today is not a day to be a hero. Today, don't be a cowboy today. There's no sense in jumping in with a large amount of shares when you don't know what the market's going to do. Too much indecision. And so, yeah. So here it's looking good. And but we're not about to take any chances. It isn't about the money. 30 cents is nothing, right? It's not gonna do anything for us till you go back unless you go back in time, what, 40, 50 years, and you can buy a hamburger for 30 cents. Can't do that now. So the importance of today was risk management. And on those 11 trades, as you saw, we had some red, we had some green, but it was a matter of play. And the red ones, I'll tell you, I got stopped out because the template there was a little 3 cents down was a little bit too strong, I guess, too restrictive. And the stock needed a little bit more room. From there, almost it looks like it needed 50 cents. What's the spread? Yeah, 59 cents on that candle. I think this is the one. We're down 5 cents. No big deal. But we're looking for green. There we go. And here was, as soon as the histogram volume, the third bar right there, went above our line, it was time to take some. And notice that I didn't get any my stop or my sell limit done because it rejected them. And it was working so well on Tuesday. So here we choose a nice entry right at the bottom of that red bar. It's not always going to happen that way. We're looking for a reclaim up to 850. Volume looks good, but we're going to get out. There's no sense in risking anything. So now if you were in here, with 100 shares, 200 shares, then certainly you'd have a lot more money, but you'd also have a lot more risk. So today we're not willing to take that risk. And if it's going to be like this for the rest of the year, then this is what we're looking at. Then what we have to do is adjust, right? So I mentioned on Tuesday, trading the channel. So what we're going to have to do is let a stock off the open show us its behavior. And then go from, how should I say this? From tall green bars to long red bars to an intermission, consolidation, and another long green bars or a set of bars, so that you can trade within that channel. And that's what I see here. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. If you're looking at it, the bottom of that left green bar there, so right around 710, I would say, all the way up to 8. There's one channel, and then we set the bottom probably towards the middle where the two red bars come back down, right around 750. We go back up to 840, and then we've got another one right there around 8 to 860 right now, and that would be your channel. So We have to be able to identify the strength of the stock when it hits the bottom, and then take the trade at the bottom and sell when it goes right up to the top. And there we'd be looking at from 8 to 8.40, about 30 cents. Now, I did not do that, but I kept looking for more positive confirmation that it was going to move up, and that's what I'm looking for here. And you see that I got out real quick. It's we have to scalp this thing. Now it's in a tertiary channel up there from 847 up to 875, and now we have no indications here. We have no other bars to compare to, so our only assumption has to be that it's going to come down. That it might go up, but it might come down, and it's got to build a channel there and hit some resistance. We decided to jump in anyhow, and we got a little bit of a winner there, but it doesn't quite hit our sell, and it stops us out, and we lose about 50 cents. And that's what I was talking about. So it entered a new channel, went up, hit 8.9, but from about 8.35 to 8.9 is a new channel for it. So now it has to perform within this channel, and we have to watch it. And down below, if you notice, I drew a little circle around those dots there where it's trying to consolidate, where it's having a hard time. And while it does show strength, it also shows that momentum may be waning for it, and that at one point it's going to give out. So now the question is, when is it going to give out and how? And so we got to continue to watch it. And the importance of that histogram tells us volume incoming. Here we see the EMA still pointing upwards, 45-degree angle, and here it starts to come up. So we jump in again. And what happened? Yeah, it didn't take my bracket order again. So we continue to hold. We're still on 10 shares. We see a little trend reversal here, and we're going to get out. No point in holding something, especially when the histogram volume is coming down. I think I have to increase the size of that histogram down at the bottom so that it can be more clearly seen, because it is important. Yeah, I'm not using the volume as much. I might remove the volume. Not yet. This is just me rearranging everything. But I might remove the thinkorswim volume, leave the next one down. And I've been thinking of removing the lower MACD pivot too, and just keeping the lag, zero lag MACD, because that's been really what I've been watching. Might try that tomorrow. That'll give us a little bit more room. I've been working on OSBS, trying to squeeze more stuff out, trying to make stuff a little bigger, so that it can be more clearly seen. It's difficult. I saw one of these videos on a small mobile device, and damn, you got to have good eyesight. You got to be, 40/40 to be able to watch. But anyway, so our focus is on that zero lag MACD right there, and we see the volume, the histogram going downwards. But it is keeping that new channel. Remember, we said 835 to 890. It's staying within that channel, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 bars of history to tell us what's happening. And our trend reversal says this might be a bearish, but it starts to head up. And in the meantime, we start feeling a little bit more confident about it, and we decide to go in with 50 shares this time. And we think something good's going to happen here. But we're a little late to the party. The buy should have been at 842. And this time it took our bracket order, but we got taken out real quick. I didn't see where it was up or down, and we missed it, so we go back in again and we get taken on the downside. And using the bracket orders is all about protecting you so that it doesn't go to the downside, so that you don't lose a whole lot of money. Yeah, we're using up our settled funds, but this is something we got to do. Some folks may be able to make, hundreds of dollars on a $2,000 account, but there's other factors at play there that allow folks to do that. We're not there. We don't have the luxuries that others have. So we have to contend with what we have, our ability, which isn't 20 years of experience. So we got to manage through it. And the most important thing we have to do is to manage risk so that we don't lose a whole lot of money. We lost $61 on the 10th of November, and had that been a managed loss of $10 or $15, we could be up $90 on the month, and it would be a better month. So, but that's okay. We're going to continue to manage here. So here finally we start to see strength. Now we're at the top of that channel, and there may be room for it to move up. And there's still indecision there, as you can see down in zero lag as I move that circle. And it's coming back down to 850, but it starts to move up, so we jump back in. And now, again, we get taken out right away. This time we change our template to single. This way we're not going to get taken out, and we give it room to breathe. And now we're down to about $1,500 as it starts to move up. We're down to $1,100 now. So now it's hit 902. It's the top of that channel moving up into the next one. So there's our fuchsia colored line at about 965, and we think that's where the maximum is. And now it starts to move up, starts to put us in the green. And we're just going to see it hits a new high day at 911. And we step out. So we make $11. Have a wonderful day, everyone.